MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. New York attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Caleb Smith gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Stepping in, Jake Marisnick, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Jeff Mcneil comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Mcneil is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. And both pitchers will have to contend with the heat here. 97 degrees at first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Next up from New York, Pete Alonso. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Down. Hey. The 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. It's the Mets nothing. Marlins coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Jacob Degrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Up next from Miami, Jonathan Villar. First at-bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Lifted down the line in left. Cespedes on the move, and no one will track it down. Another 0-2 home. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Ramos gathers it, and the throw is in time. Villar is retired, and there's one away.
The third baseman, Brian.
Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson. In previous duels with Degrom, he's got 8 hits in 28 tries. He also has 1 home run. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. For the current campaign, Anderson is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. And it's quickly 0-2. This year against right-handed pitching, Anderson hits a little over the 270 mark. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses 2-2. Fouled away. And this pitch is foul tipped right into the glove of Ramos as he stays with it to record the strikeout.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
At the plate, Cory Dickerson. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead. This is going to be a tough test for the offense.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. We are still scoreless. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Robinson Cano. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Cano waits on the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Fastball well outside.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
In now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He'll come in with an average down at 230. 15 long balls and 34 driven in. Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
Ball one. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Pitch on the way.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Down and away, ball 1. And that misses. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Down in order go the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jesus Aguilar. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game.
Aguilar.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now this one's hit hard to left field by Aguilar and deep. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 5th, the right fielder, Garret Cooper.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He comes into this one at 248. 7 homers and 32 driven in. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
And he lays off a pitch down and away, ball 2. A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Cooper leads off second with one gone in the inning. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7.
Coming to the plate now, Isan Diaz, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And Mcneil will put it away to retire the side. 1 left for Miami. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Taken, but called a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The windup and the 0-1. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Two and two to the Mets catcher. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a liner, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Batting in the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario. First offering on its way. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Still 1-2. The pitch.
I got to count. 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
The 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Jacob Degrom.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob Degrom. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
The 1-1 home. Hit hard back up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. The throw into second.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings, but now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Here's Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. One and 1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. The set and the 1-1.
I got 2-1 the count. Three balls, 1 strike.
Swung on and missed. 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
He's set the payoff pitch, and that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, number 6.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back. The Marlins are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. They're currently near the top of the league in team batting average, so more often than not, they're going to give opposing pitchers a tough matchup. One player told me before the game they have a solid group of guys in this lineup, but that they also owe a lot of credit to the coaching staff for working tirelessly with them every day to get them ready and keep improving. Really seems to be a total team effort, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
First pitch coming. Here it is. I got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike 1. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Caleb Smith, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a one-out single.
Well, you don't see that all the time. Pitcher deep in the count, 0-2, and Degrom still manages to sneak out a base hit on an 0-2 count.
You know what? He never lost his toehold there, Dan. He seemed like he wanted to hit. He was aggressive. He battled and was able to be rewarded with a nice base hit.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Called strike in a dangerous location there. 1-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Now a swing and a little soft liner to the left side. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box now, Brian Anderson, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Marlins leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Set to deliver on 3-0. 3-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. A solo shot here to left, and that is 27 for him on the year, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Two home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Right fielder, number 30, Miguel Rojas.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. And it's gone. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. But someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. He loses him on ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next for the Mets, Ahmed Rosario. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Has a look, now the pitch. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Here comes the 0-1. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
To the plate now, Jacob Degrom, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. The 1-0. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
The 2-0. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Second and third, 2 away. And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jake Marisnick. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. From the belt, the pitch.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. A ball and a strike. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. The set and the 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set the payoff pitch. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Mets 2 and the Marlins nothing. Leading off the inning, Cory Dickerson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Hit hard, but foul. The windup and the 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
In the air down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
At the plate now, Jesus Aguilar, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, I love this, boys. Mano y mano. He's coming to get him with back-to-back big-time heaters.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Standing in now, Garrett Cooper, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes, and when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Count even at 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're down 2-0. Eliezer Hernandez, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Eliezer Hernandez.
Jeff Mcneil will be the next to take a turn. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1.
Outside.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now. Here it comes. High and deep to right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
First offering on its way. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. Robinson Cano, a solo home run. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
The 1-0 delivery. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Now the 2-1.
Ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line, and it's off the foul pole. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left, his 2nd home run of the game, and the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now. Sterling Sharp is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Number 56. Cervelli. Sharp.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. 3 runs already home here. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First pitch coming. Here it is. Five runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A bouncer to the left side. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi.
The catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to short. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
So now to the plate, Isan Diaz. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage 2-0.
From the belt, the pitch. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
On a rope to the second baseman. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
Digging in now, Miguel Rojas comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Three and one to the Marlins middle infielder.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot, as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. To third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. The throw pulls him off the bag, and he'll get in there safely. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. Harold Ramirez will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning.
Ramirez.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. He'll come into play here at 319. 8 home runs, 27 driven in. Here's the 1-0. Ball 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 2, Jonathan Villar.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat. Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Marlins strand a pair. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Drew Steckenrider takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 71, Drew Steckenrider.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now here's the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Now the pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it, but to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jacob Degrom. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Now a throw over, back in standing. The 1-0.
Nope, that's a ball.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Nobody out, runner on first. Three and 0 now. There's Jake Marisnick. He'll get his shot next. The 3-0.
Hey! Count is 3-1.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
At the plate, Jake Marisnick. This is hit softly to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Now batting, number 6.
Digging in once again, Jeff McNeil. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Flipped out the other way towards short. And he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. Mets strand 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. At the plate, Brian Anderson. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
On its way is pitch number 75. A ball and no strikes. Lifted in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it, 1 down. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Now at the plate, Cory Dickerson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Now the pitch. And he takes a called strike 2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Conforto is camped under this one. And he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. 1-1 now, the count to the Marlins first baseman. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Pete Alonso will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game, as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning, as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Here it comes. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 is a changeup that gets him off balance for a strike. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Now here it comes.
That's ball 3.
On deck, the lefty Robinson Cano. The 3-1. And he fouls this one off. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of the ball game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
Digging in and looking for more, Robinson Cano. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Cano waits on the first pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. His 2nd of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. In now, Michael Conforto. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
Inside, ball 2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike 3 called and a questionable first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Now at the plate, Wilson Ramos. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's off.
Tarpley features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. The 1-0 delivery.
Aye. Two balls, 1 strike.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Mets 7 and the Marlins nothing. So coming to the plate, Garrett Cooper, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-1 home.
That's ball 3.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. The next 3-2. Hit hard up the middle. Beautiful diving stop. He's up with it. The throw. He is out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Oh, man, once it got past the pitcher, I figured it was a base hit, but then the shortstop comes out of nowhere to make the diving stop. That was incredible.
Settling in now, Francisco Cervelli. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey.
One out, nobody on. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Marisnick is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in, Isan Diaz. First offering on its way.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Still 2-2. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. One more look at the circus catch in left field. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%. And with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Thank you, Heidi.
The pitcher.
So here now is the pitcher, Jacob Degrom, and an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon, and you have to say he's really earned it. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And the pitch.
The count 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Pitch on the way. Got him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And he popped him up. Cano ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Jorge Alfaro will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 38, Jorge Alfaro.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Alfaro, the former Philly, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Jonathan Villar.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jonathan Villar. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Oh, that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Stepping into the box, Brian Anderson. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Inside, ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Ball 1 strike.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball. Nope.
3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
A runner on first with 2 away. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Got a full count.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Marisnick. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Adam Conley enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it
Number
is.
61, Adam Conley.
Pete Alonso will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ballgame as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. First offering on its way.
Nope. That's inside.
Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 1-1 home. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Conley, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was taken in the 2nd round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's 1 gone here in the 9th.
Second baseman.
Here's Robbie Cano now. He's gone deep twice in the game, making him 2 for 4.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone. Line drive to center field. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Now the 0-1.
1-1.
Fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box, Yoenis Cespedes. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Villar will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One hit, one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. The Mets lead this one 7-0. In now, Cory Dickerson. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Two balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Off speed pitch, and it stays outside. Ball 3. Jesus Aguilar is on deck. Now the 3-0 offering.
Hey!
And he popped him up. Mcneil in foul ground. And this will land foul. On the ground to third. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Now batting, first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Stepping in, Jesus Aguilar. And his dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Set to deliver pitch number 120. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The 1-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
At the plate now, Garrett Cooper. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Cano towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
A 7-0 shutout final today. New York took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jacob Degrom earns win number 7 on the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Caleb Smith was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 7 runs to 11 hits. 1 error, they left 8 runners on base. For the Marlins, no runs, 3 hits, no errors, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.